It's Christmas Eve. Anybody home? Hello, everyone. Who we got out here? Bama B and Outdoors. Doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne. Little Twellin. I'm sorry if I butcher these too badly. Just no Christmas card this year. Thy Nugent. You came here to raid. Well, thank you for coming in here. How you doing? Stronghold in Faith Farm. Keto Homestead with Jess. Copper Kettle. How you doing, Crystal? Bushcraft Family. Does we're for screen? I don't know. Well, what I do know is we are tracking Santa just a little bit here, so I thought I'd throw this up here so you can see it. Currently heading for someplace in Norway. So if you guys would like to track Santa, this is the NORAD site. So it's noradsanta.org. And you too can share this with your kids if they want to watch Santa in real time. Traverse the globe and see this. Currently over 3.5 million gifts. So that's noradsanta.org if anybody'd like to go see that. So anyway, how is everybody doing? Everybody ready for tomorrow? Rusty Pepper, Merry Christmas to you. Geeky Gardens. So looking at the screen here now, you'll see some of the things that we look at on your channel include things like your channel name. You know, is it too common? Is it too long? Is it just right for you? So channel name is one of the things we look at. And we'll also look at your channel art. Channel art is a multitude of things, but it includes primarily your banner. Your banner is a spot that's given to you by Google/YouTube to, hey, that's the title of your channel. It's just like going to a web page. If you don't have anything across the top, who cares what it is? So put that across the top. Make it yours. Put your name on it. Put some other information on it. Don't go overboard. But I'm sure you'll see some real good examples. And hopefully, I say this, hide my hands behind my back here, but hopefully we'll maybe find somebody here tonight that maybe doesn't have such a good banner that we can make some suggestions on. So, channel description, we'll go look at that. Things we look at in your channel description is, does it describe your channel? You know, what is it? Or are you throwing things out there that probably shouldn't be? That is not the place to put links. There's links available on that page, but you don't want them in your channel description. So we will check and make sure that your email's in its proper location. Again, the email does not belong in your channel description. It belongs underneath it. Take a look and see if you have any playlists. Do's and don'ts on playlists. Playlists are to promote your channel, not others. Thumbnails. How are your thumbnails? Do you are you using bright colors? Are you using a theme behind your thumbnails that make them uniquely yours? Your overall channel presentation, and does your channel have a trailer? And a trailer is not what you pull behind your truck or car or anything. That's a very short video, 30 to 90 seconds. That just tells a little bit about you into your channel and what people are going to expect to see there. When you have that made and you put it in the proper location, whenever anybody signs onto your channel, arrives at your channel, knocks on the front door, and they are not subscribed, it will automatically begin to play for them. It's one of the reasons you want it short. You don't want a long intro there. You just want something short, and it needs to be just like the channel trailers are for movies. It has to be interesting, quick paced, and good to go. We need work on ours. We know that, and that's something we're going to maybe get done here over the holidays. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. As you all probably know, we ask you to put your name on the wheel. It's not my job to try to scrape all these names off of the chat here. If you would like the opportunity for us to review your channel, you got to put your name on it. So you can do that. If you want the link, you can type !wheel in the chat, and our bot will give you a link to that. The link is also in the description right below. So it's already right below there. And when you go in there, you just put your channel name as you see it, as your name implies in the chat here. So just for example, My Alabama Farm Life, you would type in My Alabama Farm Life. And Keto Homestead with Jess, you would type in Keto Homestead with Jess. So Copper Kettle Farms types in Copper Kettle Farms. That's simple. And I see we got a few people here that they put their name on the wheel. So let's go bring the wheel out. Let's give it a spin. Let's get started with this show here tonight on this wonderful Christmas Eve of 2020. Here's the wheel. Smudge is in the middle, and he's guarding the wheel there, fully decked out in his mask that is not N95, but it is one that is custom made by Two Family Homestead. If you'd like to have a custom made mask, feel free to send us an email. We can get you one fixed up and out directly, and it's being overseen by our bipartisan judge over here. Again, wearing a mask, social distancing about 6 centimeters from the wheel. Let's go give it a spin, see where we land lying. Okay. Little Mountain Life, you are first. So, I have on the screen here in front of you, this is a browser. It's on a different computer. It is not signed in, as you can see in this upper right-hand corner. We're going to search for Little Mountain Life. Not too hard to find right here. 6,800 and some subscribers. They got 92 videos. Let's go look at this channel. All right. Nice looking banner. That's a very different style banner. I like it. It's got racing stripes on it. And I'm an ex-racer, so I like that. Little Mountain Life. They have a trailer video going down here, 1 minute and 13 seconds in length. Great length. I do not play these out loud because I never know what's going to come out of somebody's page when I play it. And I don't want to rebroadcast that. So, great length. And I can already see it. This is probably a very, very good intro. The Little Mountain Life. Let's go look at the About page and find out a little bit about you. It reads as follows. We are a family of 4, kicking it on our little mountain in Northern Virginia. We sold our townhouse in suburbia in the spring of 2018 and have been living in a 27-foot camper while we build our home and begin our homestead while working full-time jobs. What could possibly go wrong? Here's a link to our new t-shirts on sale until 10/14/20. Okay, let's talk about that for a second here. Yeah. No. Racing stripes. Across the top. No, the lines across the top. The lines across the top. Yeah, I can see the mountains. Absolutely. I was referring to the very top of the banner there. Those, yeah. So anyway, well, let's talk about in their description here. Here's a link to our new t-shirts on sale until 10/14/20. Number one, that date is long gone. And this is not the place to put a link. It's not a link. It's a piece of text. If somebody wants to do something with this, they have to copy and paste it in. You just don't want to do that. Yeah. There's a place down here to put links, and you could put it down here, but this is not the place. And obviously, I think you want to touch base on this and get that information out of there. Join us as we document the adventure. Follow us on Facebook at Little Mountain Life and Instagram at @littlemountain_life. I don't think that it's necessary to put the ads, just follow us on Facebook and Instagram is fine. You have links to those down at the bottom. You do have an email address in here, and because I'm not signed in, I can't even get to it, which is fine, but it tells me sign in to see it. So that tells me it's there. I think, I don't know when you wrote this. But it appears somewhat dated to me. So what all is your channel going to show here? Are you going to show building a new home? Are you going to show doing a garden? Are you going to continue to live out of a camper? What's people going to expect to see on the channel here? And this is a good place to do that. And some of that can also be included in that trailer, and perhaps it is in the trailer. So anyway, I think your description can use some updating, a little bit of massage, and get it updated. Playlists, you got a few. So one thing that many people forget are descriptions on playlists. So I always open up a couple just to see if you remembered that. And you do. Here's our running playlist for our pole barn house build. Great. And we'll just check a couple. Yep. Very good. Very good. So that is very important for reasons we'll go into here in a little bit. Take a peek at some of your thumbnails. We'll get the last 18 of them on the screen here. Okay. I'm gonna give you a definite B+, A- on the thumbnails. The only reason it's not a full A is you do have a couple things here that I get to pick on just a little bit. But not much. When I glance at these, I'm looking at, and Shorts has really screwed this up for me talking in general terms. This is a 24-second video, and it does have shorts, but obviously I can't see the shorts until I hover over it. So that's a shorts. We'll forget that one. This is also a shorts. This is obviously a shorts, but this is the one I was referring to. That is not a short, but the lettering and text on this is just too small to read. I have to pull out the magnifying glass and get that up there to see it. Some of these are really good. When you get facial expressions, and it's not too busy, not too crowded, those are great thumbnails. Good job. See how you've redone your homepage if you have it all. Okay. All right. Let's talk your homepage here. YouTube gives you the ability to make your homepage your own. And I think that's going to continue. I think it maybe is even going to continue to be more enhanced. There's some rumors floating around that you're going to be able to do a background color and things like this on your homepage. But for now, this is pretty much what they have. They have created containers that you can modify this page. One of those containers that they have given you is created playlists. The problem with that container is you go, oh, this is nice. This is easy. We'll throw creative playlists up there and it's just going to throw all my playlists in there. And that's what it does. And there's just no information here. Yeah, it's showing the playlists that you have, and it's showing them all. But, you could make individual playlists up here on every one of these. And in so doing, it takes up more page space. It shows a description on each of those playlists. There's more for the viewer to come in and see, make them better educated, have a larger choice to choose from when they're on your page. So that's why we recommend highly that you utilize individual playlists on your homepage rather than this generic container. But Little Mountain Life, really nice job. Good looking channel. And keep up the good work. All right, let's get the wheel back up and check it again here. Simply Living, also known as Sunflowers Farm. All right, let's see if we can find this. Okay, it was very easy to find. At 9 subscribers, you got 12 videos. So obviously this is a new channel. Let's talk just for a moment about your channel name. It's and keep in mind, I share my opinions here. And everything we talk about here doesn't have to be done. You find great big YouTubers that they have nothing done to their channel. It's just something about their personality has clicked, and before they know it, they've got a few 100,000 subscribers, and they're just off to the races, and they don't even have a description. But that's not the rule. That is not the rule. So Simply Living, aka Sunflower Farm, it's a long title. It is a long title for somebody to okay, and I'm hoping you're in the chat here. before I go too much further. So if you are, please go, hey, I'm here, and go easy on me, or whatever it is you want to say, because I do want to dig into your channel, but we want you to be here. So, Simply Living, aka Sunflowers Farm. I would seriously look at this, especially as small of a channel as what you currently have. And I'm not seeing anything, are you? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to remember this. If we see some Simply Living at Sunflower Farm pop back into the chat, we will come back to them on this. But in the interim, we have people in here that are interested. They're in the channel. They're participating. And doggone it, you deserve the opportunity for us to take a look at your channel. Doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne. That must be Tony and Leanne. What you think, huh? Okay, 456 subscribers. I got 258 videos. I'm gonna say the same thing about about your name here. It's quite long. It is quite long. It is very unique from the standpoint that there's probably not, obviously this pops right up and very easy to find, but put this on the other side of the coin. If you run across somebody at the hardware store or say, I got a YouTube channel, and they go, oh, really, what is it? Check you out. And you go, well, it's doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson. Because that's actually the whole name of the title. Larson comes out clear at the very back of it here. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, since Simply Living, we're gonna do you next because we had you up there. Doing redneck things. We're gonna the same thing here with yours. When I look at your name in here, it's actually longer than what we had started out with. Because you have Larson on the end of it. This is just way too long of a name. But let's get into your channel. And let's talk briefly here about the banner. Number one, I like banners that show pictures like this. I think that's absolutely great. But what you have to remember, what you have to keep in mind, is that this banner is displayed across many different devices. And on a laptop computer, what you're looking at right here, this is showing fine. I fear that on a phone, just for example, that these areas are not going to show. So in other words, part of your name is just not even there on a phone. Now, from the picture standpoint, well, that's okay. The center two are still going to show, and you're going to see bits of the other two. But your name is not. Now, of course, if you get that shortened up a little bit, all will be good with the world. So pointing all that out to you here. You have got a channel trailer up here that's it's approaching 6 minutes. So that's a little bit on the long side. Now, obviously I'm not playing this, it's running in the background. I don't know what all you have in here. But this appears to be some sort of a slideshow. And depending upon what all you have here, I don't know what verbiage you have here. You may be able to take this whole thing and speed it up into a minute and a half or something, and have it all be good just by speeding up the your slideshow. I don't know. Not for me to judge, but this is 5 minutes and 45 seconds it's too long. That's not going to hold somebody's interest on a trailer video. It's not what it's designed to do there. So let's go back to the About page and let's see what you have here. All right. The About page reads as follows. Welcome to our channel. We are Tony and Leanne Larson. We live in, Pahrump, Nevada. We are just having fun, doing redneck life things together. We're starting over on a new piece of land, and everything is paid for, and it's ours. Yeah. We hunt, fish, shoot guns, and do silly things. We live in a 30-foot fifth wheel on 1.1 acres, completely off the grid, do projects for off-grid upkeep. We are building a redneck toy hauler on a flatbed trailer we bought. It's been a fun project for us. We've been doing things and building things that sometimes we must do our own engineering on. We had some interesting problems come up. We have 6 dogs, and you have them all labeled and named here. Silver cat, squirrel. Okay, so you're obviously animal lovers here. We thank you for visiting our channel. We post as much as we can. Sometimes it takes a couple of days because of editing and slow internet, but we try to do one every day. That's a very ambitious goal to set. God bless, guys and gals. Tony and Leanne Larson. Post office box, mailing address. And then you have it also included an email. All right, let me just mention here very quickly. The address here, it's fine because it's a post office box. That's all wonderful. That's great. You never know when somebody will send you something in the mail. The email, however, this is not the place for the email. Looks like you have it in the proper location down here, but when it's on a bare page, like what I just have it highlighted here in this description, this information can be scraped off the internet by a bot, and your email address could be used to spam other people's. It's crazy the amount of things that can happen. The link is fine. I can't get to it. You have to be signed in to get to it. If you have any other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, anything like that, there's a space to put all those links down here at the bottom. And in addition to that, up to 5 of those links you share at the bottom can also be displayed on your banner page. They come up right here in the lower right-hand corner. So that's just another plus thing. I don't know that you tried to do this, but you did do a wonderful thing up here at the top. Whenever you write the description on a page, you never want to have more than 3 lines in a paragraph. And that's what you've done. I don't know that you tried to do it that way, but that's what you've done. It makes it easier to read. Otherwise, the lines all start running together, and people's eyes wander, and they start missing words and skipping lines. and their attention span goes out the window, and that's just the way today's society is. So that part is absolutely great here. I would tend to, based upon what you do, because you're off-grid and so forth. Off-grid is a hot topic. It's a hot topic right now. That alone will get you some viewers to your channel. And the content for off-grid is tremendous. I would try to incorporate. I'm not saying to take your names off the front page. I mean, if you're in love with that title, I mean, that's obviously your channel, but I would consider something shorter. And if possible, maybe try to incorporate off-grid into it. I like to doing redneck things. I mean, I think that's a great title, but maybe off-grid and doing redneck things. I don't know. I'm just throwing out some ideas here. In the meantime, let's go back and see what you have in the way of some playlists. You do have. Okay, we're going to start. I always try to look at a couple of playlists because something a lot of people forget to do is put a description down. So the first one I'm going to look at is this one. I just pick them out at random. And there is no description here. There's no description. So let's go to a different one, just in case, miss that. And we'll look here. And there's no description here either. Now, I also picked this one for another reason. I don't know, and I'll just ask you here. Is this a collaboration of your channel and some other channels for this talent show? And if so, you would want to include that somewhere. I would include it in the title that it's a collaboration, because here's what we see. Here's what I see. Playlists are for your channel. And I see all these other channels in this playlist. And that's fine if it's for a collaboration. But if it's not for a collaboration, then that's not so good. We'll do one more here real quick. No description. Your videos. And I'm going to look at this save playlist that you have down here. And again, these are all other people's videos. Now, if you are saving this playlist for your own personal use, to refer back to, for anything like that, that's wonderful. That's fine. But make it private for you. That way, I'm not seeing it. That way, if somebody comes in here and they click on this, they're not clicking on somebody else's videos and going away from your channel and maybe forget where they came from, because you're promoting your channel in this area. Videos, take a peek at your thumbnails. Okay, you're doing some great things with your thumbnails and you don't even know it. I'm sure of that. Close-up facial expressions are always a big plus, and you've got a lot of those. You have a couple lighting issues with some of these pictures. This one's a little bit dark. This one is a little dark. This overall is just, again, it's off color. Well, when I say off color, it's dark. It's not a bright thumbnail. But they appear to be high quality pictures. So that part is all great. If you're taking pictures and editing those pictures, I mean, you can bring the light up in this one very easily. A lot of different little things you can do like that. But overall, really nice job. Now let's take a look at your homepage. We talked a little bit ago about your trailer video, and you have uploads and you have the creative playlist. All right, so let's talk the same thing here. Your uploads are fine. That's the default container. That's what everybody has. And then you have made the first step at making this page yours. Actually, 2 steps. You've got the trailer on there, and you've got creative playlists. Take the creative playlist off. You could, every one of the playlists you have, you could do those all individually. And when you do that, and you add that description into there, that description also shows. It just makes for a very pleasing front page. Some good examples, some good channels to go look at include Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. It includes Homestead Dreaming. It includes Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. So those are all good ones to go look at. You can see how they do their descriptions in those, how they are making their thumbnails, how they have their front page on their homepage on YouTube, how that's laid out. Those are all just great examples. So, doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson. Thank you so much for being here. I wish it wasn't such a mouthful, but we love having you, and thank you, and Merry Christmas to you. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. Oh, that's correct. Simply Living, are you still here? If you're still here, we will go back to you because we said we would do that. Simply Living, a.k.a. Sunflowers Farm, are you still in here? Okay. I'm not seeing them. All right. Well, we've tried again. They could be listening in the background, but we just. Farmstead Smith, happy birthday to you. Everybody wish Farmstead Smith a very, very merry birthday. Day before Christmas. She's, 21 years old? All right. Since they haven't shown up, they are. Why am I not seeing it? What's the name again? Sunflower Farm. Okay, Simply Living, also known as Sunflower Farm. All right, thank you for hanging out in the channel here. Let's get to yours and take a peek. Wow. Look at the color on that banner. Yeah. It's that's some art there. But I don't know who it belongs to. It's got no name on it. So I guess it's there for the taking. I'm not sure what that represents. Doesn't matter at this point. But the banner on your page should, at minimum, have your channel name on it. It's the title of your page. Consider this to be like a website, and you got to have the title of it up there. So, Simply Living, I would get at minimum get the name of your channel up here on your banner. I noticed no trailers, so there's no trailer videos created. And a trailer video, in case you're not sure what it is, it's a very short video, 30 to 90 seconds in length generally, that introduces you and your channel to potential subscribers. Anybody that lands on your homepage, like where I'm at right now, and is not subscribed to your channel, that channel trailer, provided you have it in the proper location, will automatically start playing. It shows up right underneath your name and your picture there, your logo picture. So that would be something to look at. And obviously you're just getting started here, and that's all fine and good. That's why everybody starts here. So let's go back to the About page and see what we have here. The description reads as follows: learning to live my best life and discovering a whole new me. Recycle, repurpose, reuse, thrifty living, gardening, cooking, recipes, cleaning, weight loss, bariatric surgery. Okay. You have a lot in that, but tie it together. So, number one, I guess I need to ask you why you feel that hashtag words should be used here. They are not they're not clickable. They're not anything. This just has the hashtag mark in front of words, and that's all they do in a description field area. So I'm not sure why you have that. But talk a little bit more about what you have here. So, some good things, and you'll see this as you look through some other channels that we have here. But some good things to have in the description is a little bit about you, and you sort of have that, but you have it in very, very, very broad terms here. But something about you, what people can expect to find on your channel here. I think you've also touched on that here. I'm sure we'll see this in just a little bit when we start to look at some of your videos and stuff. But talk a little bit more about it here. For example, if you're going to do some gardening stuff, what is your gardening method? What is your growing zone? What state are you in? Do you do greenhouse gardening? Do you do raised bed gardening? Do you use square foot gardening method? garden, going on to the recycle, repurpose, reuse, and so forth. So do you fall into the prepper area? Cooking, recipes, cleaning, weight loss. You got a lot of things here. And they're all interesting in their own right, but you've not expounded on any of them. The other thing that's sorely missing here on your page, on this About page, is your email address. There is a place to put it where it doesn't show up on the page here per se. It's there, but people have to click on a thing that says for business inquiries, show email address. If one is not signed in to YouTube, they can't even get to it. If they are signed in, well, they can get to it, but I don't know if many people realize this. YouTube limits the amount of times you can go start to look at email addresses. In other words, YouTube really does their best to help protect you on the platform here. And then, of course, there's places down below that you can link other social media platforms or websites or other things like that. So if you have a Facebook group or a Facebook page you'd like to share, or Instagram or Twitter or any of the other platforms, you can add those links at the very bottom. See if you have any playlists, and by golly, you do. Okay. Let's talk about your playlist before I even look at any of them. As I can already tell, all right, we're going to go a little out of order. You have this many videos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You got a dozen videos. And you have more playlists than you have videos. So let me briefly explain. A playlist is designed to be here as a collection of videos for you to display to other people. That's what you want to have public. Now, you can also use playlists for yourself, like for a reference guide, reference books. This is your shelf of information, but it's for you. It's not for other people. So therefore, you should have all of that stuff private. In very, very broad terms, unless you're doing a collaboration with another channel, your videos are the only ones that should be in any publicly displayed playlists. So I'm not even going to go into these. I mean, I recognize a lot of these people. They make great videos, but this is not the place for them. They're not paying you to advertise their channel. All right, we'll get to your videos here, and let's just take a peek, see what you have. Okay, it looks like you're kind of getting your feet wet in this, which is fine. We all have to start somewhere. The first thing that I noticed with your thumbnails, I'm going to throw a dart here and guess that this is a frame out of the video that YouTube has selected and said, oh, here's a thumbnail for you, which is okay to get started, but that's not the best thumbnail you can have. The best thumbnail you can do is to create your own thumbnail via a picture or drawing or something uniquely yours, normally bright and colorful, big and bold, outstanding picture. If it has text on it, if that text adds to the video, that's great. but it needs to add to the video. It needs to be legible. I'm not seeing that here on anything. The coloring is off. The lighting is not good. So your thumbnails need a little help. And I really thank you for being here. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you just hang around, you're going to pick up so much information, your brain is going to explode. We've got some outstanding people that come in here week after week after week, and we show them off. We love to show them off. Some of those that you'll find in here that are like that would include Copper Kettle Farms, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen is frequently in here. I haven't seen her. Oh, they have church tonight. Broussard Homestead is in here. Another individual with a good channel. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, because they were talking about it last week, and I specifically asked if they were going to go live early tonight because she's there. Okay. So you're going to find some of these folks are very helpful, and they set fantastic examples for you to follow on your page. You don't have, in my opinion, you don't have enough content yet to start worrying about anything on your homepage other than getting that trailer video. You want to do a trailer video. So, Simply Living, also known as Sunflower Farm, I would strongly look close at what you want to do here. Maybe alter the name, make it a little shorter, easier to remember. Look at what you want to do video-wise. A fantastic group. Does she fall in the homesteading genre, would you think here? Okay, the small YouTubers, small YouTube homesteaders group, is that what it is? On Facebook is a fantastic place to get lots of information. It's a fantastic place to promote your channel. Great people in there. So, small YouTubers, say it. Small YouTube homesteaders Facebook group. Yeah, if one of our mods would please put the link to that in here, we'd certainly appreciate it. So Simply Living, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for making YouTube videos. There is absolutely room for everybody here, and it's a big, crazy place. So if we can ever help you fit in better, just let us know, and we will do our best to do that. So thanks for being here. We're going to go grab somebody else, take a look at them. And we hope to see you back next week. All right, we'll spin the video. We'll spin the wheel. Get another, the Geocache family. Let's see what we have here. Geocache family, 164 subscribers. I got 207 videos. Now, do I have the right one? Okay. Very interesting banner. Everything is going to display properly across all devices. Some information up there, animals and art, plants and peace, a tiny urban treasure, new videos weekly. So there's a fair amount of information here. They have a Their channel trailer is over 5 minutes in length, so that's a bit long. It's a bit on the long side. Try to get 30 to 90 seconds, usually no more than 3 minutes max. But, and there's different ways you can do that. The whole idea here is that this trailer needs to pop and snap and go quickly, and just feed that information out in such a way that you it's like you're fishing. You have thrown your bait out and you're reeling it back in, and you want to hook that fish that landed on your homepage here. Let's go look at the description on the About page and see what we have. It reads as follows. This is our family life. We are in Colorado, where we greet each morning with a view of the Rocky Mountains. We are in growing zones 5B-6A. We have snow and hail some years and drought in others. Our channel is our journey to the less busy but more fulfilled lifestyle. We try new things, grow plants and gardens, do art, and raise our pets. We have been working toward a real homestead while stuck between dreams. We stead outside of the city, yet still in the suburban neighborhood. Our goal is to get off of the processed foods and expand our garden. We currently raise our chickens and ducks for eggs. Someday we'd love to have goats for milk and a pig for fun. Ideally, land is the ultimate dream. For now, we talk about our art, share the love of our little animals, walk the gardens, and just share our life. We continue to learn as much as we can. As with everything, we are a work in progress, and we grow as we go. Thanks for watching. That's a nice write-up. Okay, I don't have any problems with that at all. But you're missing something here. You're desperately missing something. There's no email. They have a place for you to put that, and you definitely want to put it there. Don't be afraid to put it there. It's behind a capture wall. So get your email address on this page in the location where they give you to put it. Don't throw it up in the description. It's under that. So it's between the description and the links that you have at the bottom. You have a link to Facebook, a link to Instagram. The only thing you're missing is that email. Playlists? Well, you've got a number of playlists. So let's open a couple and see if you remember to put that all-important description on the playlist. Okay, you do have a description here. It's kind of short for this, but you got it there. And I'm just scrolling down through here. These are all your videos. Nope. I don't know why this is here. Under Pets and Critters, building a YouTube studio for $15. Or maybe this guy's is he a critter or a pet? We'll just let it go with that here. I bet they didn't know that was in there. What do you think? Look at this one. Here's another one. Think Media. What are they doing in here? The City Stat. What's he doing in here? Chromebook? All recipes? Okay. It's don't be embarrassed and don't freak out at me here. This happens all the time. People don't know how easy it is to add somebody else's video into your playlist. These obviously, number one, they're not even the right topics for this playlist. Number two, they are not your videos. They don't belong here. So you might want to go through this Pets and Critters playlist and remove those. Let's go grab another one real quick here. I am not going to go through 179 videos, but let's do the artsy stuff. And great, you have a small description here, and these are all your videos. But good job there. Let's take a peek at some of your thumbnails, see what we have. Okay, last 18 videos are up on the page here, and you do some really good things with your thumbnails. The good facial expressions, close up, not too busy. The text that is in them has a good contrast to a background, and you have it with a like an informational block, so that it's not just doesn't fade into the background of the picture here. And I'm just glancing through here. All your verbiage that is on the thumbnail, it does not appear to be repeated in the video title. So absolutely great. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's talk about your homepage here. The uploads container, that's the default container. Everybody gets one of those. You have put a trailer video in up here. A little long, but it's here. I think it's time, because you have plenty of content, I would start putting some individual playlists. Now, this is where you get to be creative. Choose and select playlists that you want to promote in earnest. The ones that you feel maybe are some of your best work, things like that. And select those. Let's say it's artsy stuff. And take artsy stuff as an individual playlist. It's important that I need to emphasize that. Individual playlist. And put artsy stuff here on the front. When you do that, it will show artsy stuff as a playlist. It will also show that description right here on the front page, and it'll be front and center for somebody landing on your channel. Like, oh, here's a good thing to go look at. So it's a little self-advertising, self-promotion. Nice looking channel. Same thing to you, small YouTube homesteaders on Facebook. Check out that group if you have an interest in wanting to associate with a bunch of fine folks that are growing in earnest. To get into that group, you have to initially get into the group with less than 1,500 members. Now, once you reach 1,500, if you're in the group, you stay. But if you got a couple thousand members, you can't get in the group. So it's kind of a growth group to share with others. It's a good place to promote yourself, promote your videos, and learn from. So, Geocache family, thank you for being here. I hope what we shared with you here today helped you in the future. It makes your channel grow and grow and grow. Anything else? Let's spin them again. Whatever you have cooking out there is smelling good. Bama bees and outdoors. Bama bees and outdoors. Are you still in here? Bama bees and outdoors. folks, we certainly understand. I mean, you know, if you have to go do dinner, you have to, something come up and you have to leave. If you let us know that you had to go, that would be absolutely wonderful. We thank you for stopping in here. And the whole point of when your name comes up here on the wheel, though, is for you to be here and us to kind of, although we're not directly one-on-one, we certainly want you in the chat so that we're not just talking to the wind, so to speak. So, Bama Bees and Outdoors, are you still here? Not seeing them. Okay, Bama Bees and Outdoors. If you do pop back in here, we'll do you after the next one. In the interim, we're going to throw this back up here. The Beehive Homestead. Very quickly, before we go do the Beehive Homestead, let's check on Santa. Oh, heading for Lomé, Togo in 1 minute and 43 seconds. So he's just flying. Over 4 billion gifts have been delivered. All right, enough of that. We'll get back to the Beehive Homestead. Okay, the Beehive Homestead, newer channel. They got 52 subscribers. They have but 8 videos. Let's go take a look at them. Beehive Homestead, are you in the room here? I already see some good things here, but we got some things we need to talk about. The Beehive Homestead, are you in the room? Not seeing them. Okay. Beehive Homestead. Did you get back from whatever you're doing? We'll pull you back up at that time. Let's find somebody here. Keto Homestead with Jess. Jess, are you here? Let's go see what your channel looks like. Keto Homestead with Jess. Oh my goodness. 397 subscribers. I think with the people we have in here, we ought to be able to at least get her about 3 more, make a real nice little Christmas present for her. Oh, birthday too. Yeah, today's her birthday. Tomorrow she's a Christmas baby. Oh. you have a hard time remembering what your birthday is? Okay. Keto Homestead with Jess. Nice looking banner. It's all going to display properly across all devices. Good contrast with the text and everything. One minute and 49-second trailer. So everything's plus. Good deal here. Let's check out the about page. See what the description is. And it reads as follows. My husband and I have been living My husband and I have been living a homesteading lifestyle since 2009. I have been a state-tested nurse's aide since 2000. Follow our journey here in Northeast Ohio on our 5-acre homestead. We raise hogs, feeder piglets, Holstein cows, meat rabbit, ducks, chickens, and turkeys. We also garden and preserve the harvest. I am and have been keto since 2014. I'm very passionate and love sharing and teaching about my keto lifestyle and my journey. Our channel was created to document our journey and lifestyle for my 3 children who are 14, 12, and 10, as well as all of you. On our channel, you will see and learn about our lifestyle on keto, also farm animals, gardening, foraging, canning, cooking, morning chats. I hope you enjoy my channel, show support, and just give your comments and feedbacks. Email address is in the proper location, links to Facebook, Instagram, Amazon wish list, and in case you miss it, there's a little subscribe button there. Well, of course, there's a big red one up here. So, Keto Homestead with Jazz. Playlists. Has a couple. We're going to, let's do daily homestead maintenance here. And has a nice short little description here. All your videos. Good. And let's do garden tour. Everything garden. And again, good description here. And all your videos. Fabulous. Now, let's take a peek at some of your thumbnails. Okay, the quickest comment that I have here, couple. Number one, I see you have some shorts here, and that's all fine and good. But what I was noticing, both on some of your shorts and some of your, like your live stream here. Let me get this out. The text here is too small. I can tell what this is, but if you throw this into an editor and bring that center part out, I know what this is. This is your entire banner here. But if you just pull that part out for your thumbnail, the center part, then or make it bigger. Just make it so it's easier to read, and like the live is fine, but obviously this is your banner. I can tell what it is. It's hard to read. This down here, the doctor appointment and stuff, this is on a short. One of the problems with this is that a short has to be less than a minute in length. And it needs to be in a portrait mode. I'm going to actually Okay, it's a semi-portrait mode, but it's too long. You need to cut this down. A short has to be less than a minute in length. A little hard to read the text on this one, but overall, you've done a wonderful job. Simply outstanding. Keto Homestead with Jess. Homepage. You have the your intro video here. Of course, your uploads. Keto lifestyle. Your breakfast. Chat. Okay, nice job on your homepage here. Nice job on your homepage. Keto with Jess. Thank you for being here. I see you're at 401 now. Happy birthday! Congratulations. And let's go grab another channel. And I heard Wanda, how you doing? Deep South Homestead, thank you for stopping by. Everybody wave to Wanda at Deep South Homestead. Hey, Farming Our Backyard, are you still in the chat here? Farming Our Backyard, are you still in the chat? Waiting to see. Oh yeah, you're up here. Farming Our Backyard. Okay. Farming Our Backyard, 578 subscribers, 198 videos. Let's go check out this channel. Farming Our Backyard, sharing our experiences with you through videos published weekly. Okay, a lot of information on that banner. It jumps right out at you, very easy to read. I will caution you on your choice of font faces. A lot of times, a scripted font is not the best choice. I mean, there are kids in college that can't read cursive. So, a scripted font is not always your best choice. But the way that this is laid out, it's well done, and it's going to show well for all people. What I don't see here is I don't see a trailer video. Okay, so trailer video is something to look at here. Let's go to the About page, read the description, see what your channel's all about. We are farming our backyard. As our name suggests, we share our adventures as we farm our 100-acre backyard in Northwest Ohio. Our main focus for our videos is gardening, raising chickens, and registered Angus cattle. Our garden mostly consists of raised bed, but we do some in-ground gardening. We expand our garden every year, trying different techniques all the time. Our chickens are pasture-raised mostly, but sometimes they end up in our garden, in which case they're garden-fed. A herd of Angus cow, calf, pairs are rotationally grazed as much of the year as possible. A couple things you could do on here. Number one, the great job on your description here. You have a lot of information. Couple things you could add. I'm not saying to go do it right now. I'm saying the next time that you do a reset on your description page, you could add things like your growing zone. You could add what size garden you have into the garden area there, just things to talk about. And I'm going to ask a question here because I'm not gone back into looking at your videos yet or anything, but if you have a greenhouse, that could be added in here. Or if you have plans to build one, that could be added in here. Or, geez, how many of there are you? You know, is this a family effort of husband and wife and 14 kids, with grandparents and aunts and uncles? Or is this, 100 acres that's a big piece of property. So you could personalize it, you know. We are, Bill and Diane, or whatever your names may be. You could add that in here. That's not gonna harm you in any way. It just makes it more personable. Links to Instagram, Facebook, email addresses in a proper location. Let's jump back to playlist, see what we have here. Okay. I am not going to go in to look at this full playlist, but I want a good size one. So I'm going to look at, chickens. And the chicken playlist does have a description on it. Videos talking about chickens and working with the chicken. And something you can always do when you're doing these and creating them is have your spouse or kids or somebody else read back the description to you, see how it sounds. Frequently, people will find, oh, maybe I should do something else and make a different word. And you could look at it 1,000 times yourself as you're editing and just miss that. If you just have somebody else read it back to you, hearing it is frequently different. But good job here. Got the description for all your videos. We're going to look at 2020. What a year 2020 has been. This playlist of all our 2020 videos. Get caught up, just pick the current year and binge away. All right, I like that. So I'm going to assume then you're going to create playlists for every year. All right. Backyard, scroll down through this. They all appear to be your video. Nothing jumped out at me that it wasn't. Let's take a look at some of your thumbnails. So here's the last 18 of your videos. Okay, you've got some great thumbnails. Absolutely great thumbnails. And let's point a couple of them out. The fresh grass, it just jumps right out. Easy to read. Delicious bread, again, jumps right out at you. Look at the facial expressions. Fabulous. Well, at least I know you're a couple. Now, let's talk about maybe not quite so good. A little dark. Shadows in the wrong spot here. Could potentially be corrected and saved in a good photo editing program. But as it stands, it's not really a very good thumbnail because of the shading here. The cake, again, we have a shading issue. This could be brought out much clearer. Again, a good editing program would take care of that. That's a work on the forum. I guess this one just needs a little bit more explanation. I mean, all right, I see this appears to be, I don't know, some sort of a, I'm not sure exactly what it is, to be honest with you. It's some sort of a movable item, but there's not enough here for me to be very objective with your own thumbnails, because you are competing with a whole host of other pictures. Somebody has to spot your thumbnail. The eye has to catch your thumbnail, and then they have to have an interest in what they're seeing. That's why big facial expressions are easy. The 2 thumbs up down here in the lower left. That's just great. You can't miss the smile on this one. Again, big smile. But those are the best ones. Those are by far the best ones. Let's go to your homepage. See what we have here. I think we mentioned about the trailer video. And then you have individual playlists. So this is all fabulous. This is all fabulous. I would consider adding the uploads back in, maybe down at the bottom. I mean, doesn't have to be. By all means, you have plenty of content. But, and Sherry said something about you're working on a trailer video. So, Farming Our Backyard, thank you so much for being here. If I'm not mistaken, we did you last week, a couple weeks ago or something. And I think you've made some changes and they are showing. Nice job. All right, let's get back to the wheel. You know, Homestead with Jess. Well, if you're out driving around, you get down to your local gas station there and get you a $1 lottery ticket, because you are definitely a winner here today. Geocache family, same thing. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I probably need to do that. Stronghold in Faith Farm. Stronghold in Faith Farm, are you here? Stronghold in Faith Farm, are you here? while I'm waiting on you to acknowledge that, I have some maintenance I have to do over here. I want to get the wheel refreshed. Okay, I'm not seeing Stronghold and Faith Farm. Are you here? The newer channel. You are here. Wonderful. Okay. First suggestion I have for you is with your name. The name is fine. Get rid of the underscores. Underscores are not required in a name. I realize, that in some cases it needs to be continuously cast as there has to be something there rather than just a blank space. But it doesn't have to be for a YouTube channel. YouTube channel can have spaces in it. And believe me, you don't want to have to share with somebody, oh yeah, our channel name is Stronghold in Faith Farm. Oh, and don't forget to put underscores between every word. So it's just going to make it simpler. You're a beginning channel in here, and so this is something that I would do as soon as possible. And if you want the name's fine, but just get rid of that the underscore. So just Stronghold space in space Faith space Farm. So 33 subscribers, 13 videos. All right. And now that we have landed on your homepage, I think you can see that we have an issue. It just needs some resizing, it looks like, on your banner, because it runs off your banner and off the page and off the area that's displayed. The banners can be a little tricky to do. We frequently have on our Tuesday night shows, we go in depth as far as creating banners. I don't know if you do this with your own editing program or if you're doing this online, but if you are doing this online, most sites have templates to follow that would not allow this to happen. It's real close to cutting off on the S over here and the M from side to side, and obviously the top is cut off. Whatever you had underneath here is not showing properly. So banner just plain needs some work. I don't see a trailer video. That's something else you're going to want to create. Trailer video is a 30 to 90 second video that introduces you and your channel to YouTube. So it tells a quick thing about you, quick thing about your channel, what people are going to expect to see here, perhaps how often you plan to upload, what your channel's about. Speaking of being about, let's go back to the About page. And the description is just a plain old country gal trying to achieve a dream. Hi, I'm Brandy. I live in rural Alabama on 2 acres, working on turning this place into a self-sustaining micro farm while keeping my sanity and religion. Join me as I learn new things, weather setbacks and failures, and create beauty from chaos. Myself and my family of 7, soon to be 8, are happy to have you. And then you have an Instagram thing here. Okay, this is no place for for your Instagram thing. You have it down here in the proper location, and that's wonderful. I see you also have a link to a Patreon page, and good luck with that. That's all I can say. Email address is in the proper location, which this you don't want. You don't want this here. Number one, this is not a link, and it's not doing anything for you. It's taking up space. Let's talk about your description. You have some information here, which is wonderful. It's good. But elaborate. Spread it out a little bit. Turn this into at least 4 paragraphs of no more than 3 lines each with white space in between them. For examples of this, go to like Homestead Dreaming, go to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Look at their descriptions, how they have them worded and spaced out. Myself, my family, 7, soon to be 8. Happy to have you. Yeah, you have too much here that I'm not even going to try to. I'm not going to try to add on to this because I know you can spread this out a little bit better. It does say you're in Alabama. It does say you have 2 acres. It doesn't say how long you've been there, just for an example. It doesn't say how big a gardens you have or what you're planning to do there, what type of gardening you do. You do talk about being a self-sustaining micro farm. So, depending upon what your definition of a farm is, are you planning on, or do you have any livestock? Or is it just are you into the gardening aspect of it? You're going to have an orchard. Is it an old farmhouse that you live in an 1800 farmhouse? Is it on the grid, off the grid? There's all kinds of things you could add to and keep very interesting about this. Let's go back into see what you have in the web playlist, and you got a few. All right, I have to go into this one because I think I get to holler at you about this one. Playlist called Faves. And there is not a description here. And let me look down through here. And the problem with this is I am not seeing anything from you. And I was afraid of that. Publicly displayed playlists on your channel, which is where I'm at, are meant to be here for viewers like me to come in and see content that you have made, not content that somebody else has done. Now, playlists have another entirely different thing that can happen. This can be for your own personal use. You could have hundreds of playlists that you reference like a library of different videos that you have seen, that you want to remember, that you want to refer back to, that you maybe if you're following some cooking channels, just different recipes. Maybe if you're doing a type of gardening thing or something and somebody else is doing it and you want to refer back to maybe how they planted different things. And you want this for reference for yourself that you can easily find it. That's wonderful. Just make it private. That way I can't see it. Okay, the DIY projects. Okay. Your video, that's fine. Needs a something in the description here. Every playlist has a spot for a description, and it's every bit as important to have it, maybe more so, on a playlist than it is on every single individual video that you have. And since you only have 3, we're going to go to this one as well. And again, these are both yours, but it needs a description. So homework for you is get descriptions on these 2, make this one private. If you have any questions on how to do any of that stuff, feel free to send us an email. We'd be more than happy to touch base with you and help you get that set up. Take a look at your thumbnails here. You've got 13 videos. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this. You have got a number of videos in here which have some size to them. In other words, these are not shorts. But these were taken with a cell phone in a portrait mode. And because of that, they have what they call these shadow boxes down the side, on the left and right side. Typically on the YouTube platform, especially when being viewed with a laptop or a desktop or a tablet or television set, it just makes a much, much better presentation. You can hardly hear me. Test 1, 2. No, look, the volume looks good here on this end. Okay, I will crank it up some more. Maybe I moved away from the mic a little bit. All right, is this? Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Really low, like I'm not whispering, but okay, I will do better, and thank you for letting me know that. Appreciate that. Okay, where was I at? Oh, no. I was talking here about these videos that were done in a portrait mode with a cell phone. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put me back up on the screen so I can show you this. All right. Cell phone portrait mode is like this. This is the way all your shorts should be created. A short is a video that is less than 60 seconds in length. They should be done in this fashion. A full-blown video for your channel can obviously be done with a phone. But take the phone and hold it horizontally like this. When you do this, it will fill up the entire screen. It won't have the shadow boxes up and down both sides. So you just want to hold it into a horizontal fashion like that. All right. So that's pretty much where we're at here. It appears to me that most of these, you've just allowed YouTube to take a frame out of your video and use it for the thumbnail. You can almost always do a much better thumbnail yourself off to the side. Best way is to take an individual picture, and that way you can do whatever adjustments maybe you need to. Oh, I like those. The text on this one it just blends in. It's very, very difficult to read. Even with my magnifying glass up here, it's very, very difficult to read this one. So little bit of work on your thumbnails and jumping back to your homepage. Again, you don't have a lot of content yet, so let's not worry about adding playlists down underneath here. The intro is at the bottom of the list. Okay. So I'm guessing this is what they're considering to be the intro. And if that's the case, that's fine. But your intro here, this video is 6 minutes and 46 seconds in length, which is too long for a trailer type video. Trailer type video should be 30 to 90 seconds, no more than 3 minutes max in length. So this being almost 7 minutes is, you push the boundaries way out. There is a spot for you to put your intro video when you do your page customization. And again, if you have problems in locating that or how to do any of that, send us an email and we will get back with you, work with you on a one-on-one thing. We're not going to charge you thousands of dollars. A few hundred maybe, but not thousands. So, isn't that right? Sure. Okay. So, Stronghold in Faith Farm. I hope you got something from this here today. I hope that, like I said, I'd certainly jump on that title. If you want it to be what it is right now, at least get rid of the underscores. That's just too difficult for people to type. All righty. Let's get the wheel turning again here. Well, look at this. Carrie, are you in here? Kara? All right. Kara. Yeah. Kara. But I don't see her. Doesn't look like she's in here. But I can also share with everybody here. If you go look at this channel, she just is a great example of one to follow. If you want to emulate a well thought out channel, Homestead Dreaming is one of those channels. Broussard Homestead had a near miss in the oven. All right. Homestead Dreaming. If she pops back in, we'll go ahead and open it up. But I'm just telling you, folks, go check out her channel. If you're not subscribed to her, please do. Bomba Bees and Outdoors. Are you in the channel? No. Well, in case it came back. Well, I don't know that you got spanked on Christmas Eve, but it's all in good fun, and I certainly hope that it helped you. Farming our backyard. Well, if you're out and about, stop and get you a $1 lottery ticket, because you too are a winner here today. Little Mountain Life. We've done them as well. What's going on with this? Little Mountain Life. We've done Keto Homestead with Jess. Remarkable. Anita G's. Hillbilly Haven, are you in here? Stronghold in Faith Farm, thank you so much for coming in. Hope to see you in the upcoming weeks here, and have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year if we don't see you before then. Anita G's, are you in the room? Has Broussard shared what time they're going to go live tonight? So they're not going to go live early. So Garden for Cheap is not going to be on at all then.
Yeah.
Because she's not home.
Doesn't matter.
It's not her. It's
not.
It's not her internet.
Doesn't matter. You do it at Big Bear. You do it at all the conferences. Hey, Bonnie.
Grandma, so happy homestead. We're waiting to see if Anita Jesus is in the room. Santa is heading for Sean in the Faroe Islands in 25 seconds. Must be, that's an interesting shot. Usually you see some land. Yeah. All right. Anita G. Justin Wayne Smith. Justin Wayne Smith, are you in the room? Justin Wayne Smith, are you in the room? And I'm just gonna go on up here to the next one then. Stephen Carlson, you in the room? Stephen Carlson, are you in the room? Then the next one up here would be Mo Homesteading. You are in the room. Mo Homesteading. Let's go look at your channel. Okay, 1,706 subscribers, 75 videos. Mo Homesteading. Oh, look at that thing in our banner here. Wonder whose banner this is. Don't see any names on it. Guess it's up for grabs. Oh, that's a shame. You got that real nice picture. That's probably your garden, but it doesn't have your name on it, so it must be up for grabs. There's a 44-second trailer video here, all about baby goats. Great length on the trailer. Let's jump back to the About page, find out a little more about Mo Homesteading. Welcome to my channel. Please join me on my journey. I am more than just a homesteader. I am also an artist and truly believe in the real food movement, as they call it. I will be building a small town, sustainable, organic, self-sufficient homestead, one day at a time, along with many other things. If you are wondering who is Mo, she is an artist. More than just homesteading, lives in Missouri. I will use as many modern techniques infusing old school on her homesteading adventure. Find the beauty in your day every day. It's always there. Mailing address in all social media is Mo Homesteading. Email address is in the proper location, has links to Teespring, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So that's nicely done. Jump back into playlists here, and she's got a couple. So let's. I'm going to do Mo Animals. And you have a good description in here. 9 videos. And these are all your videos. Nicely done. And let's do a Mo Homesteading vlog. And again, description is here. And these are all your videos. Excuse me. So good job with that. Take a peek at some of your thumbnails. Okay. All right. You're on the right track, I think, with your thumbnails, but they need a little bit of fine tuning. Yeah, well, I don't know what she's using. If you're using an online source or if you're just doing these on your own. Obviously, this is you're either doing these locally or you're doing them with an online service. But let's talk about it. Your latest video here. The text, the font size is too small. Very hard to read. The coloring, the green on the green, if it were larger, it might work. With the size that it is, it just blends in. And I want you to notice here that some of the words are hidden down in this lower right-hand corner. Anything on your thumbnail in the lower right-hand corner, you have encroached upon YouTube's personal property. And they will, without hesitation, cover anything up that you put there with this terrible timestamp. So no matter what you have in that lower right-hand corner, it belongs to YouTube, and you just can't put anything there. It happened in this one. It happens in this one. It's covering up words. It happened here. Fortunately, you can still see. It happened here. Covered that up. So you just need to stay away from. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You just need to stay away from that lower right-hand corner. If you're going to utilize fonts, verbiage on a thumbnail, number one rule is it has to add to the video. And that doesn't mean to duplicate the title. So if it's not adding to it, don't do it. If it's not duplicating the title, then go ahead. But keep in mind that verbiage on a thumbnail should be of the action type. should be absolutely minimal. For example, on this is obviously some sort of a tractor pull, it looks like. So something along the lines of a tractor pull in the title, wheels up, or something to that effect. Like I say, I think you're on the right track here. You just need a little bit of fine tuning. Jump back to the home page. All right, I would the featured channels, move that down to the bottom. I'm not saying not to have it here, but I would move that down to the bottom because this is not you. This is not your channel. Put that down at the very bottom. Uploads, that's the default container. You have added popular uploads. You'll hear me talk about this every week. This is just not a favorite container of mine. For many different reasons we're not even going to go into here at this point in time, but utilize your playlist. This is the primary spot for them. When you do individual playlists on your homepage, whatever you have in the description, at least what is the first part of it, will be displayed here as well. It will also display the first 4 or 5, I don't remember how many videos in that playlist. It will display those across here as well. So individual playlists. Don't do the playlist container. Do individual playlists. Move the featured channels down to the bottom. And with that, I think you have, you're well on your way here. Some very interesting, some very good things. A little bit of tweaking here and there, and we can start using you as an example. Mo Homesteading, thank you for being here. We appreciate you very much. Folks, it's a little after 7. Santa has already started his journey. He's not to the Americas yet, but he has already started his journey. We wish everybody a Merry Christmas. If we don't get the opportunity to see you next week because you're out traveling or whatever, we wish you well. We wish you a Happy New Year. And with that, everybody have a good evening. If the weather's inclement in your area, drive extra safe. Like it. We do? Oh, I was just told that we're in a winter storm watch, 8 to 14 inches, and we're supposed to go to my daughter's house tomorrow, which is over an hour away. So we don't know. We'll see what happens. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening. Good night. Oh, and thank you to our moderators. Thank you to those folks that are part of Smudge's Pack. We really appreciate you helping the channel. If you'd like to become a member of Smudge's Pack, just click that join button down underneath there. I'd love to have you, and we'll get your name on the beginning and ending screens of every live stream we do. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful week next week, and make the best out of 2020. 2021 is going to be a much better year, I hear. Take care. Bye. And see you later. Bye-bye.